Hey guys, welcome back. Oh, I've been looking forward to this. Hello, Bobcat. Hello, Vosros, Jedi Time Lord, if you're still in there somewhere. Justin, I saw you pop in. Welcome back. Oh, it's Friday again. Yay! Oh, there's a visitor already. We've got something happening. Might have a few items to trade. Are any of those items steel? Because we desperately need that. Desperately. Zygrana, my favorite monster. Well, I don't know if you're my favorite monster, but you're a monster. Kunik, welcome. You're not late, Kunik. You're right on time. You're right on time. Tooth, welcome. Philip, welcome. Oh, all sorts of people coming in. I'd send you a real cake, but it makes a mess of my wires and crumbles it into mess. Yes, happy birthday to Bobcat. Bobcat is, I have no idea how old Bobcat is, but Bobcat's having a birthday. So happy birthday to Bobcat. I guess that's a good thing. I mean, we're all aging and then we're all going to die. So, starting the stream off on a rather morbid note, you are one step closer to death, Bobcat. Oh, yes. Thank you, Ray. I got to do the thing. Not in game. See, I pulled my face away from the microphone so I could go do the thing. Hang on. I love this game too, Zygrana. I'm thinking about RimWorld royalty. I'm having a thought about it. I'm having trouble pulling the trigger on it. Tell chat about how, oh yes, Vosros has a thing going with Ray. Alright, hang on. I have to do the thing that Ray said. I have to go to me, and there's me right there. And my phone did not even tell me that I'm doing this, which is very sad. Okay, Ray, mission accomplished, mission accomplished. Jules, welcome, man. I am doing just fine. Thank you very much. Minor break risk, I don't really care. Where did that visitor go? I've lost the visitor. Oh, well, they probably didn't have steel, if we're honest. They never do. Oh, there you are. Hi. Mech, you're chatty. Go chat with Dawn there and see if Dawn's got anything to sell. We are within 30 years, assuming current research trajectory, to making biological immortality a thing. I don't know if I'm looking for biological immortality or digital immortality. I might want to go in that direction. Yeah, you got nothing. You have one component that I will actually buy because I need it. And in return for which you can have this revolver that I didn't like in the first place, and this shotgun and this auto pistol, and sure, actually don't take all my weapons because I might need some of those. Dave already touched the Willywag. Okay, well, I guess we're waiting for Crossroads in then. Bird skin pants, yeah, you can have some terrible pants. Why don't you just have some awful, awful pants? We don't wear them much around here anyway, so go ahead and have all of those, and I'll get a whole big whopping 8 silver in return. But I got a component. Digital is much closer if we could solve the problem of storage space. Yeah, the human brain, it's a lot. It's a lot for us to store anywhere. So yeah, that's kind of the move I'm thinking of, is digital immortality. Just download me into something. Then I could be online all the time doing this nonsense. Then when I put myself in a game, I could actually be in the game. That's what I'm hoping for. Dave Navarro, what are you up to? You're going to go haul some steel to the geothermal generator. Who's he McWhat's-it? Good, because we're a little shy on power, actually. We're having power issues here. So, yeah, go ahead, Dave Navarro, and get that done. Prisoners, how we doing? Camel, what's your deal? Oh, you are ready to be Mike Tyson. Super. You're going to be challenging to do it, but you are ready to be Mike Tyson. How about you, Ignacio? You keep being ill. Yeah, you've got a ways to go. 24% on that. Willow, welcome. Oh, there's a raid. It's. Hang on. We're being raided by Greg's Barracudas. It sounds like a surf and turf restaurant. Okay, well, apparently Greg's Barracudas are invading. I'm basically okay with that. I hope they bring some shrimp. Greg's Barracudas, surf and turf restaurant, right? Digidave sounds like a kind of cute digital pet. You feed it Digi cupcakes, burgers, fries, and coffee, and then he comes out with some hot WASDs. Yeah, that sounds exactly right. That sounds exactly how that would go down, and that... You've pretty much got everything I need to survive there. You've got my major food groups accommodated. Although, apparently, according to Mrs. Dave, we're getting tacos tonight. This is a thing that is very much happening. We've got a place down the street from us that actually has reasonably decent tacos, so that's what's going to happen. I noticed the trap corridor is a little lacking in some of the traps. So I don't know if we wanted to do anything about that or not. Or I will eat this fox, though, because that's the thing that we do. Are your traps up to snuff? No, I've noticed that 2 of them never got repaired. And one of them is just flat out not here. We might actually need to do something about these people. They're clearly going to come in from this direction. So, team, everybody on board. Let's go over here. I don't actually have any defenses over here, but we're going to try and make this happen. It's going to take them a while to get ready anyway, so I'm not super worried about this. Yeah, those kind of tacos, Vosros, like the good kind, not the cheap kind. Although, I actually have no problem with cheap tacos. Because you know what, at the end of the day, they're still tacos. And tacos are kind of like pizza. There's no real such thing as bad pizza. There's just some pizzas that are better than others. We're going to go over here. You're going to go over here. Bobcat, you're going to shoot someone for your birthday. It'll be fun. It's like laser tag, but a lot more permanent. Cunic, you are completely naked, and you actually have no weapons. So go away. Just don't be involved with this. Why do you have no weapons? Are you not a shooty person? Oh yeah, you're terrible at shooting. Okay, you're absolutely awful at it. Yeah, probably best you don't get involved in that then. You can come over here. When are these guys gonna get this raid started? I'm gonna kind of speed things along a little bit here because it takes them ages to finally come in and fight. Cunic is the distraction. Okay, Greg's Barracudas. Possibly the best name ever. Greg's Barracudas coming in for the kill. Alright, off you come, guys. 1 is down, and... oh, this is not going as well as I'd like. 1 ready to be captured. 1 completely annihilated, ready to be captured. And, you're dead. You're all ready to be captured. Wow, these guys are not fleeing. I'm kind of surprised by that. Okay, that seems to have solved the problem. Right. Now I've got some choices to make because we have 3 people we can take as prisoners, but I only got room for 1. I only got room for 1 over here. No bad pizza, there's just worse pizza. Yeah, even bad pizza is still pizza. That's the thing. Alright, I have 1 unowned prisoner bed, and I have 3 potential prisoners. Choices will be made. Oh, did you already die? No, you're in pain shock. Okay, what's your deal? You're wicked good at shooting, not so much on anything else. How about you? Jackie Stoessel here, or Stoessel, from Greg's Barracudas. You're a little more of an all-rounder, aren't you? And you are... I think I liked the first one. I like Jackie. Yeah, we're going to take Jackie. Jackie's got a decent cooking skill. That's pretty good. Hope you put some clothes on. Sounds cold over there. Yeah, Vosros may or may not be naked. Just as a heads up. May or may not be naked. Philip, what if you don't like pizza? Then you are wrong. And that's okay. It's okay to be wrong, but you are in fact wrong. It's not, it's not personal. So capture Jackie. Yeah, we're going to take Jackie. And we're going to kill everyone else. That's how this is going to go down. I'm basically just going to leave them there to bleed to death. Oh, wait. Can I harvest their organs? I probably can't. No, I think they have to be colonists for that. There's a problem with your defense. If enemy passes the traps, your people are shooting at each other. Yeah, there is some risk of friendly fire there. It seems to have basically worked itself out. Dave Navarro took a little bit of a hit here. What's your problem, Dave? Yeah, we shot Dave Navarro with a machine pistol. So, A, sorry, Dave Navarro. B, that'll probably work itself out. Spoken like someone who hasn't enjoyed 90s Domino's pizza. Bobcat, I'm going to tell you, going back to my there's no such thing as bad pizza, I don't completely 100% hate Domino's. You're right. It was not great in the 90s. It's a lot better now. Vosros would like a pants or no pants check. Can I become a member of your colony? Apparently you can't because I can't speak English. But yeah, absolutely. Milladuk's got a challenging name. You can be Milladuk because I don't like saying Milladuk. So you are going to be something completely different here. Let me go to... Actually, let me look at chat so I know how to spell that. Ewelz. And go over here. I got to do a lot of things at once here. Do. And that. There you go. You're in, man. Done. You are the former Milladuk. You are the artist formerly known as Milladuk. Willow is fully dressed. That's probably good. Especially if you're in public. If you're in public, then I would encourage you to be fully dressed. Apart from, if you're in private, do as you feel. Do as you feel. So, wait, where'd the captured person go? Yeah, Jackie. Should we probably heal you? We probably should. Yeah, because you're going to die in 4 hours. Stabby, one of our better doctors, go tend to Jackie, please. We're going to see if we can keep Jackie alive, and let's get her remaining resistance 28. That's fine. We'll work on that. You will be one of us soon. Let the other bleed to death or harvest their organs. Yeah, I'm a pragmatist, Zygrana. I'm a pragmatist. I've got warm bodies here. They have valuable goods inside of them. Their insidey bits are valuable. We need to get power under control because all these deep drills that I'm setting up are just sucking power out of here. Oh, we finished multi-barrel weapons. Yay, go us. Where's the lasery weapons? Pulse-charged munitions. That's the sort of thing I feel I should have. I've kind of got pretty much everything else that I want. Who's having an issue? What's the problem here? It's fine. It's Jackie. It's totally Jackie. It's totally going to be okay. Don't even worry about it. Tacos will never be sandwiches. Nice description. I wonder if somebody read the whole thing. PSO, welcome. I think you can harvest organs from prisoners, not just colonists. Okay, let's find out. If, for argument's sake, I wanted Stabby to harvest the organs of Carmel, no, I can just strip her. Camel, excuse me, not Carmel. I can just strip Camel, which sounds like a really fun game. Strip Camel. Let's all go play Strip Camel. Just sort of shear a camel over time as you play cards. Circle's not a cylinder. No, don't get me started on the cylinder thing, or I'll have to go away and watch that again. I might have to watch that later. So, what was... Oh, power. That was our problem. I have multiple biofuel generators here, although somebody needs to be fueling them. And how are we doing on meals? Better than we were. Okay, better than we were. We were real dicey there for a while. So somebody is working on another geothermal generator. I just don't remember where. I'm going to be brutally honest. I don't remember where we were putting that. Was it over here? No, I don't think so. Luna, yeah, you're gonna die soon. Stabby, you can't harvest. No, we can't harvest any organs from Luna. I could convert a bedroom into a new prison, but I feel we've got the best of the bunch there. I think it's going to be fine. Click on... Oh, right, Zygrana. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm half reading it and half pausing this, so I make sure to do that. Click on health. Yeah, maybe if we did health and operations... Oh, yeah, we can totally harvest all their organs. Okay, good call. Yeah. Do I want to do that? Does anyone need lungs? I know I have at least a couple of people who have asthma. It's a common thing around here. It's probably due to the drug addiction. But Jules, no. Kit, you're frail. You have a bad back. Can I rip Camel's spine out and put it in somebody else? That would be a thought I'd like to have. Kunik has no health conditions and no clothes. Jedi, again, no health. Nothing big. Your toe is missing, Dave Navarro. We need to get implants for your deafness. No, actually, nobody really needs lungs. That's unfortunate. Wait, what did I see about your heart? Oh, no, I was looking at something else. Okay. Oh, Harriet is pregnant. Oh, good. Good. Yeah, Dave Navarro is fully healed. So, a minor gunshot wound. No big deal. Willow's internet is being weird. Oh, finished early. Oh, welcome back, Jedi Time Lord. You finished earlier than expected. Excellent. Take organs from people in-game. Yes, I should have looked under bills. That's the obvious place to look because that's how you harvest everybody's organs. So if I had... All right, just for argument's sake. Too late. Already dead. Yeah, Cody... Well, you know what, Cody? It's probably for the best because my next move was to very quickly build a prisoner bed and then harvest your organs. So it's probably best you went out where you did. Are we... Okay, here's part of the trap problem. We don't have any wood. We have no wood. That's why we're not rebuilding the traps. And we can't afford to make them out of steel because we don't have any of that either. So everybody start cutting down a whole bunch of trees around here because we needs the wood. Thank you. Chat is going, but the video is stalled. Oh, okay. Is that on your end, Willow? Is anyone else having a problem with that? Because I see the video moving on my end, although I'm not WASDing enough to actually make it move. But the little Z's on the animals were working. Games thinks it's YouTube. That's possible. I mean, it's entirely probable. They often have issues, so it could be on that end too. Zygrana's having no problems. I'm going to disassemble this generator because this was a 1.1 issue where they just didn't work. So I'm just going to deconstruct that and then I'll put it back later. Where the heck did I think I was? Oh, it's over here. It's over here. Okay. That's the thing I thought I was building. We're still working on getting steel into that. And we have 2 components right now. 2 components. It's going to take Dave Navarro a while to build that. Team, why do we have 0 traps in the trap corridor? Because now it's just a corridor. It's not trapping anything. The whole point of a trap corridor is to have traps. You WASD even when you don't. Yeah, no kidding. Weird alternative stories with Dave because it happens on Twitch because their player is worse. I'm backed up on chat here. Hang on. Doodly doo. Alpacas are sheep, but sheep are not cake. Yes, entirely correct. I think that's really our takeaway from chat right now. I think Ray's kind of summed it up there. Lots of people are on. They can't handle the bandwidth. Yeah, it is probably on YouTube's end. I need to make the trap corridor into a trap corridor and not just a regular corridor. I've got a fair bit of granite. It's a little overkill. It's a little fancy for a trap, but I'm going to make some granite traps here because I've got it. I may as well use it. It's not a trap corridor, guys. It's just a regular corridor. Good thing Greg's Barracudas didn't figure that one out. Alpaca is a breed of giraffe and sheep. Zygrana, you may be not up to speed on our animal classification process that we have around here, but just to do the brief version, we've looked at the animal classification process and it's very complicated. And we've just chopped and changed it and brought it down to a very basic classification thing of an animal is either a sheep or not a sheep. So although I appreciate your input of giraffe, actually all you had to say is alpaca is sheep. And that would have been perfectly correct. That is our classification system. We haven't gotten the entire biological community or biology community, whoever's in charge of classifying animals. I don't know. There's probably a government body for that. But whomever is in charge of that, they haven't quite adopted it yet, but we're fully on board. We have gone through the orientation. We've discussed the pros and cons of it. And here at the wee hours, we are fully on board with sheep or not sheep. This is how you have a granite accent. I see what you did there. Oh, good, there's an infection. Yay. Who's got an infection? Jackie. That's sad, Jackie. I'm going to send Stabby to deal with you. Because I actually don't want you to die. I'd rather Mike Tyson you into loving me a lot. And then you can do things like pick up these components that nobody else seems to be able to grasp. Do I have any other components? I have 2. And then there's 2 we haven't put in storage. So, 4. Basically. Is it still the Vlad's corridor, though? Well, the traps are now going to be made out of granite, which is overly ornate, I think, for a trap. Speak up. I had to go to another room and can't hear you. You're all muffled. Is this better, Ray? Can you hear me now? I probably just blew out somebody's speakers. We are on board with penguin prostitution. Yes. Well, I mean, not necessarily that we're on board with it, Bobcat. It's just that the penguins are totally on board with that. They're wicked into that. Me personally, I mean, I don't judge it, but I don't choose to participate in it either. Zoologist. That sounds like somebody who would classify an animal, Vossross. You might be onto something there. If Jackie has an infection, is she near to death? You know what to take from her. Yeah, anything I can grab. Really, anything I can grab. I don't know what I'd get from you. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because if we don't need the organs ourselves, there's a very good market for organs in this game. Organs sell for a great price. The game is ready to move to alpha. We have built most countries, making the download size 78 gig, playtime of 500 hours. 500 hours. So, okay, Jedi. And you could say, I don't want to give you this information because that would be kind of a spoiler, but what's what's the end game? Like, and I'm not asking for specifics. I'm just sort of saying, like, what's your goal when you get to that 500 hours? What's my payoff there? Barbara, welcome. My ears under the headphones are still ringing. Yeah, that was me at kind of low volume too. Sorry about that. Often I have to yell at people, particularly Mel's co-workers. I had to do it again too. It's very sad. So, traps are coming in. Okay, it's slightly more of a trap corridor. Now what I need are components, and I think Bobcat was working on components. Yeah, Bobcat, could you please get back to working on components? Yes, prioritize fabricating things, please. No headphones for games. RimWorld goal is to go to the spaceship, repair and defend it, and then run away from the planet you live on. Yeah, no, I don't think I've ever bothered to ever do that. The fun for RimWorld for me is the colony building. That's what I like. I like building ridiculously large colonies of which this is probably my second largest at this point. I've got a parallel game going that is gargantuan and has the most colonists I've ever had. I think I'm up to like 20 plus colonists at this point. But I was asking specifically about Jedi's game, Jedi Time Lord's game, where basically you kind of just walk around the entire planet. I wonder if Mel J's lights are still blinking. I certainly hope so, because I think Mel might be in charge of like international security or something. At least I hope so. I hope there are spies involved with that. That is either really good compression or really efficient code or really small countries. So yeah, Jedi, what's my end game? What's my payoff at the end of this? Without any spoilers, of course, or any specifics, but I'm looking at 500 hours. That's a major commitment to my time. So what would be after those 500 hours? Can I keep wandering around? Would be my first question. Are you storing oranges properly? If not, they will lose value. Mob oranges? Are you saying oranges? Because I see the word orange without an E, but you also might be saying something else. So I'm not... Come back at me at that one again, Zygrana, because I don't definitely have oranges. I'm sure I don't have oranges. Pre-alpha build was to see if we could get the Ma done. I assume that's math. No story objectives. Oh, organs. Thank you. All right, not oranges. Yeah, I've got a spot. We did some pre-planning on this, Zygrana, because we had a rather fussy member of the colony, Kit, in fact, rather fussy member of the colony, who really had a bad drug addiction problem and basically spent game months in the hospital recovering from that. And the consensus in chat... All right, my consensus was kill Kit and harvest the organs. Chat was all up for letting Kit live. I don't know why. Kit was completely 100% useless. Kit spent months in the hospital bed. But Kit did eventually recover from the drug addiction issue, and turns out Kit's our best doctor. So Kit has a medical of 17. Kit is basically useless at anything else, but I just can't turn down a medical 17. That's ridiculous. So the long version of the story that I'm telling you now, Zygrana, is yes, I have a dedicated place for organs in the freezer because I was planning on killing Kit and harvesting Kit's organs. So right down here, these two shelves are designated only for human organs, right down here in the freezer. You need a human heart, I've got one frozen, ready to go. Just pop it in the microwave, it's good to go. It helps if I store my oranges and organs together. Yeah, just don't mix them up. Don't think you're reaching for an organ or an organ or a kidney and you get an orange, or vice versa. You can enter every building, interact with everyone. I feel it's almost too ambitious. I look forward to seeing it, but I want to. The proof is in the pudding, as it were. So I want to see it. Still have chat, but no video. Catch the upload. I'm sorry, Willow. I'm sorry it's not working out. And just to put the question out there again, nobody else seems to be having horrible problems, right? I just want to figure out if it might be something on my end that I could change so Willow could enjoy it. Oh yeah, we're losing power rapidly. Those deep drills are not shy on power. How many more? We've got the steel in there finally. We just need those components. Bobcat, I'm looking in your direction. I could put up... well, first of all, we could start Kit, useless Kit, Oh, you never do hauling because you're useless. Ray, go refuel that generator. There's a start. And I'll put together another one for you guys. I'll put it back where I had the other one. So get me another biofuel generator, chem fuel, whatever it is. Because I've got plenty of chem fuel. I'm swimming in chem fuel. That doesn't sound right. Guy with an orange transplant didn't object yet. Yeah, went in for a kidney transplant, came out with an orange. Citric acid inside the body. Oh, that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. Is human sheep and is koala sheep? No, humans are not sheep, but koalas are. See, you're totally getting the hang of it, Zygrana. You're absolutely getting the hang of this. You have onboarded this immediately. So human, not sheep. Koala, sheep. Very easy. Testers found the game as a more educational thing. If only they knew what they had planned for the story. Does Bobcat need to call 911? I can't hear you anymore. Microwave is overpowering your voice. Well, turn off the damn microwave. Are you microwaving a human liver? Please say yes. Actually, don't say yes. Don't alert anyone. We're probably on several watch lists at this point, so keep stum about that. But Mel, welcome. How's the blinky lights, Mel? We were actually asking about that in chat. We were concerned about your blinky lights. So Ray, if you are microwaving a human heart or organ of any kind, don't tell me about it. Just nod or like wink or something. Who is Bobcat? Bobcat's up in chat somewhere. It's his birthday, too. Bobcat's birthday. And Bobcat is also in the game here. Bobcat should be making components. Thank you very much, Bobcat. We need the components so we can get this power thing going because we put no components in it. And it's taking them forever to build granite traps because it takes forever to build anything out of granite. I was out on the road checking out blinky lights at customers' offices. Oh, travel lights. Neat. Do you just sort of walk in and do you get... Oh, please say that you have some sort of lanyard with a badge that says official blinky light inspector. Oh, that would be great with like your photo on it. Like, I do the blinky lights around here. Please show me to your blinky lights. And I think you would do it in that voice. I don't know why. I think you'd walk in and walk right up to the security desk and go, I'm here to see the blinky lights. Please show me your blinky lights. And they would shoot up in their chair because they would recognize your blinky light authority and go, absolutely, taking you to the blinky lights right now. Totally rush some jobs to get home in time for this. So, somewhere, there's what I imagine at this point to be, I don't know, a nuclear power plant where the blinky lights are all going down and people are running and panicking and you're at home watching YouTube. You sound much better. Ray, you're back. Yay! I'm glad you quickly recovered. The good news is Alpha will cut download size down to 23 gig and playtime to 10 hours. Well, that's fair. That's fair. Also want some kind of objective. Yeah, I like a point. I like a point. I mean, there are games about nothing that I play. Flowscape, great example. There's no objective in Flowscape. You're just painting a scene. But if it's ostensibly a game that would have an objective, I would like to have an objective. At least to say, I don't know, travel the whole world or something, walk around the entire planet. Is there, because we've had people from a lot of different areas, are there any nuclear power plants that are currently melting down? Because Mel might be the problem. Might be the problem with that. RimWorld, I'm confused. No, Zygrana, Jedi is talking about Jedi's game. So Jedi is designing a game in which ostensibly you can go anywhere on the planet and do anything, is the gist of it. Like the whole world, the whole planet. Show me your lights. Just kick the door down. Where are your blinky lights? Because I need to inspect them. Also, I may have rushed one blinky light job, so there may be a power plant that's currently melting down. Camel. Why have we not Mike Tyson'd you yet? You are rather difficult to recruit. Yeah, you're not wrong about that. And is Bobcat making any progress with the components? I see like a couple of components kicking around here, and there's another one. Okay, good job, Bobcat, on that. I feel we should have the 8 that we need to get this done. Because I need the deep drilling so I can get steel, so I can keep making components. We see the problem here. We see where the difficulty lies. All right, Bobcat, you're probably going to work till you drop. No, you're actually going to bed. All right, I thought I was going to have to recruit you and then put you, or draft you rather, and then put you back on not drafting. Never mind, you seem to have sorted it out. Bobcat, still stuck on the organ shelves. How about organs for my dog? I have a special fridge for that. I visited 5 hotels today, all of which apparently had blinky lights. Maybe somewhere at a luxury resort, a tourist is complaining. There's a tourist in a luxury resort hotel. I mean, like super swanky, real high-end stuff. And it's got like one of those buttons in the bedroom where you just press and a concierge just rockets up to your door and begs to do anything at all that he can for you. That blinky light does not work anymore. There is a tourist who probably spent tens of thousands of dollars on the room, and he is just frantically pushing the concierge button, and down in the concierge lobby, there is no light blinking. None. They're all dead. No concierge is coming because they don't know that they're needed. This is what you've done, Mel. This is what you've done. Will the rush jobs turn us into mutants or superheroes? A little column A, a little column B. I'm okay with both. I mean, there's the X-Men. They're mutants and superheroes. I am wondering, check if you can harvest your animals' organs. Oh, okay. I will. Just for argument's sake, like this Muffalo. Health, operations. No. You can get them high. You can jack them full of amphetamines if you want to. But no, you can't harvest their organs. You can kill them or you can knock them out or you can get them high. That is apparently it. In our current build, we have 7 nuclear power plants. And Chernobyl, I got a tour last year and got permission to put in the game. They asked if I could make a part that teaches people what happened. I think it was pretty clear what happened, but I'm just waiting for the mutants to pour out of that area. The concierges are thanking me right now, frantically pushing the button. There is not a single light blinking in the concierge lobby or wherever they hang out. Probably a closet of some sort. I feel like they're rocketed in a tube somewhere. There should be a concierge tube where they just step in and then, you go to the drive-through bank teller and it's got the little vacuum tube and you put your deposit or your withdrawal slip in the little, I don't know, jar thing, and then you put it in the vacuum tube and it goes shoomp, and then it goes into the bank, and then they shoomp it right back to you. I feel concierges should travel like that. That's what I'd like to see. I'd like them to get into the tube, and then they go shoomp up to the room, and then they go shoomp back down to the concierge lobby. That's what I'd like to see in my life. Preferably tonight, but tonight is apparently taco night. What have you done to me? I heard something about nukes. You sure know how to push my buttons. Ah! I see what you did there. I would really like to get this thing working because it's got steel in there and we can't get it. It's nap time in RimWorld. It's nap time right now. So I'm still having a think about royalty, RimWorld royalty. I just don't have I'm having a very, very hard time pulling the trigger on it. Because it seems very, very quest-based, and that's the least interesting part of RimWorld to me. It does add some cool abilities, like psychic abilities and whatnot, but I'm concerned that there isn't enough stuff in there that I want to do RimWorld royalty. Because if it's all going to be go here and quest there and do that quest, that's actually not what I tune into RimWorld for. But I'm still on the fence about it. It may still happen. Jackie, how are you healing up? Pretty good. Pretty good. You're not bad. You're not completely terrible. And you don't actually have any other issues apart from the many times that we shot you. Yeah, apart from that, you're good. Is anyone working on my thing? Nope, not a single component in there. Okay, who's my best construction-y person? We're going to try and get this done here. Construction, 9. Penge could do it. Oh, wow, Stabby. Once again, best colonist ever. Go and need material components. We have components. Components must be getting taken up for other things. Yeah. Going to completely rebuild the whole map. I got a better design team, so it should look nicer. Going to switch from Unity to Unreal 4, giving us $10K annually until 2025. Nice. Are they available for me? I'd like Unreal to give me $10K annually until 2025. I just noticed the relation between those two words. What is this gameplay I'm seeing? I don't know. Oh, you mean am I actually doing the gameplay? Yeah, I really would like to get this power generator up and running. I'm sorry if it's distracting you from my nonsense, Ray. I apologize for that. I do. But I do actually want to get this generator up and running at any point because I need power. We're sucking power out with these deep underground drilling things, and we're not making up for it anywhere. Bobcat, could you... Okay, you're already on the components thing. You're already on that. Great, good. I realized I did kind of, not necessarily waste, but I did put components into those new generators that I built. Did we get the chem fuel one done? No, we haven't even done that yet. Oh, people. We probably don't have the steel for that. We probably do not even have close to the steel for that. But we've got some jade, so that's working out in our favor. I need a really good trader to turn up. That would be key. I need an awesome trader to show up anytime in the near future. I could get so much done. Just a bulk goods trader. Where's my artsy station? Where'd I put that? Okay, make some more art just in case a trader does come by. Make one of those and one of those. And we should also make some more stone blocks while we're kicking around the neighborhood. Make, I don't know, a bunch. Make any stone blocks. I don't care what you make. Just make some of them so we've got some on hand. Yeah, make 22 for no readily explainable reason. Have you had a conversation with Grem to see if the new DLC has anything for you? With what you're saying, I would hold out for a sale. I'm thinking of holding out for a sale. That might obviously take a while because RimWorld doesn't go on sale very often, period. And it's brand new, so it's probably not going on sale. I was actually, oddly, I know this will come as a complete shock to everyone who's ever watched any Granite Accents. I was thinking of actually sitting down and watching Grem DeVel's RimWorld Royalty to see what I think of it and watch some real gameplay. But I haven't because I have limited hours in the day, so that absolutely has not happened. Last tip before going, you can form caravans that have like 2 or 3 people and make profit. Yes, thank you, Zygrana. Caravans are a mild pain in my neck. I do know how to do them. I'm just always sketchy. My colonists are going to get killed out there. But yes, thank you. That is a good tip. Actually, that is a very good way to make profit. I've got all my, trading from people in space things set up, and when those guys come by, boy, they've got everything I need. They have all the candy. Grem totally died in his royalty run. Oh, good. Then maybe I will watch it. It might make me chuckle. I mean, I can't watch it tonight because tonight is Penge's RimWorld, and that's my Friday viewing. Friday is geek-covered RimWorld. That's what I do every single Friday. But I might be able to tune in tomorrow. I might think about, how has everyone's week been? That's a good question. I invite people to answer that. My week has been normal. Just sort of meh. It's just there. It's sort of just is. And I got through it. And I got to Friday, which was very exciting. I may or may not do this. So, I mean, like, for God's sakes, don't anyone make plans around me. Ever. That would be ridiculous. I might mess around with some test streaming tomorrow because I'd really like to get either Streamlabs OBS or OBS back on board with streaming so we have more neat things on the screen. I know it's really just me WASDing around the screen, but I would like you guys to be able to see your own chat. I think that's fun. I like that when I watch other people stream. I like to see the chat, and I like to see my chat go by. It's just kind of fun. So I might... I'm not going to announce anything. I'm not going to do any plans. I might not even do it at all. I just might do a test stream tomorrow just to try and figure out what is going wrong with either Streamlabs or OBS. OBS just seems to flat out hate RimWorld 1.1. It was fine doing regular RimWorld. It just seems to hate 1.1. If I can get another game to work on Streamlabs or just regular OBS, might switch games up. I might. I don't know. Bristly, welcome. Welcome. What time is it now? Because it was god-awful early when I first talked to you today. Vossross's week at an end. Have a weekend. I may or may not blame some Crossroads shenanigans. Or play some Crossroads shenanigans. Dave turning the whole place into a cat house. Yeah, that'll be up after the stream. There'll be a new Crossroads after that. The fig leaves... I think the fig leaves somehow make it worse, man. They just make it worse. It's even more weirdly graphic. 7:30 p.m. where Bristly is. I have been going since about 5:30, I think. Maybe 5-ish. I don't know. But yeah, I was up early again today recording with Bristly. I didn't even plan on getting up that early today. I was going to get up like an hour later than I did last week, but no such luck. My internal alarm clock says, no, you wake up now. Go play video games with this British guy. Tuesday, I pulled a muscle in my lower back. pretty much out of service since then. Yeah, I get back problems too. I relate to that. Don't lift a heavy package, then carry 2 heavy bags, then pick up a third bag back to back. No, that sounds terrible. That sounds terrible. My week was such that I need to get drunk tonight to deal with it. Oh, I think Vosseros is right. I think I'm just now thinking of blinky light maintenance while intoxicated. Just kick the door down, show me your blinky lights, make them all blink, or I'm firing you all. I'm absolutely going to fire every one of you. You should fire people, Mel. You should fire people who don't blink in agreement with you. You should test people by making them blink and see if they can blink as well as the lights, and then you should fire people based on your judgment. Dark lights, something of something something. What do we want? Valuable items worth $750. That's not that valuable. I mean, Neurotrainer Social is nice, but no, I don't actually want that quest. That's not a real big reason for me to get out of bed. I was playing modded RimWorld with 40k Imperial Guard on the KS bad guys. The update killed it, though. I wish I had the ability to fire people. Don't we all? Don't we all? Actually, I have. I've employed people. I have fired people. Not many. Not many. I try to make good hiring choices, or I tried when I was an employer to make good hiring choices, but I fired some people because they were terrible, and they deserved to be fired. And what was ironic is, well, it's not irony. It was just kind of funny. Irony doesn't mean what I'm about to say. But I was in a highly specialized industry, a very, very niche industry. So there were a limited number of human beings in the state that I lived in that did what I did. And, of course, in firing people, they would immediately go to the other people who did it to try to get jobs because that was their skill. They had experience in that skill. And, of course, those people would call me because we all knew each other. We were all either, if we weren't friends, we were all at least on a first-name acquaintance basis where we could absolutely pick up the phone and go, hey, this guy applied for a job. Did you fire him? Like, yeah, I totally fired him. So, do as you feel, but don't count on that guy. Very bad move. Yeah, if you're in a hyper-specific industry, probably don't try and bounce from company to company because they all know each other. Hand Mel a shotgun, fire away. I see what you did there. I may or may not have been a spy, not to my knowledge, but then I could be one of those sleeper agents. We could just be waiting for the appropriate code word to turn me into a trained killer. I about 50% hope that's the case. Mrs. Dave would be kind of annoyed at that, unless she's my handler. Oh no, what if she's my handler? And she's waiting to say the code word. This entire marriage may have been some sort of deep cover operation from day one. What am I? Who am I? Bird Brains, welcome. They hate you so much they'll rat you out. Snail. It's not Snail, Ray. Yeah, I've said Snail before and I didn't kill anyone. It's definitely not Snail. I've said a lot of words actually, and I have yet to assassinate any major world leader. Now I'm worried about Mrs. Dave. I feel Mrs. Dave might be my handler. It's definitely not Octopus. I've said Octopus 27 times today, Ray. Like, every day I say Octopus. It's definitely not Octopus. Look, I'm saying it right now. And I don't think I'm going to kill anyone. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to assassinate a major world leader. This is totally getting me put on yet another watch list. I have no doubt of this. But no, it's not Octopus. Vin Diesel is hot. No, I may have said that. Kristen Stewart and What's-His-Face. Yeah, I probably haven't mentioned them, but that doesn't seem to be doing anything. No. Only took how long before he went down a rabbit hole? 42 minutes-ish, Mel. I have a timer. So yeah, it's about 42 minutes before this happened. Waiting for a trigger word from Mrs. Dave. Well, apparently the trigger word is not tacos because she's mentioned that we're having those tonight. It's not Dumbo. No. It's not whatever you're saying there, Bird Brains. I don't know. I mean, we'll keep trying words, and if I assassinate anyone, let me know. But now I question my entire marriage and really my entire life up to this point. I believe that Mrs. Dave may be a deep cover agent and also my handler. And she's, hey, Maddie, welcome. And she's just waiting to say the trigger word. Wait. What if where we're going to get tacos tonight is hosting some major world leader? And she's just waiting to get me down there. Because she was wicked emphatic about the taco thing. She was like that. We every now and then we're like, hey, let's go out to eat. We don't do it very often. We have a budget. So we don't go out to eat very often. But boy, now that we come to talk about it, you and I, last night she just sort of sprang out of nowhere and said, let's get tacos tomorrow. Like there was a specific time that we have to get tacos, and it's between 6 and 8 o'clock tonight. Whew. Okay, somebody Google. I can't tell you my exact location because BirdBrains is stalking me. But somebody Google if there's any major world leaders in Massachusetts, sort of in the Northeast, who are taco aficionados, that it would really be a bad thing if they were assassinated, because I'm worried now. I'm worried we're rolling into this taco joint. Mrs. Dave is going to say the code word. I don't actually have any weapons. So I must be one of those like ninja, deep cold warrior kind where I'm just going to break somebody's neck with my bare hands. Hang on, BirdBrains. I have to approve that because YouTube thinks you're being spammy, but you're not. You're being nice. Quote from here: Women are the bloodthirsty. We get the reputation, but it's only because the women stand behind us and kill it, squish it. Well, yeah, Lady Macbeth, Barbara. Lady Macbeth. Lady Macbeth was the villain of that play. Macbeth was just sort of bumbling along. Okay, I'll kill the king. So, I'm very worried about tacos. I'm very, very worried about tacos. Mrs. Dave has the weapons primed and ready. Oh, you're probably right. Okay, Mrs. Dave does not often carry a purse. If she brings a purse, I'm in trouble. I mean, I might be in trouble. It might go fine. But I assume I'm one of these sort of like suicide sleeper agents where I'm going to take my own life at the end. And it's all going to be because of tacos. She was really, really keen on tacos during that specific time frame. Between like 6 and 8 o'clock, we had to get tacos. I think somebody is visiting. I think we're going to go down there. There's going to be police barricades around the taco place. And somebody very, very important is going to be in there getting some tacos. And then the trigger word comes up. I kind of wish I had some of the technology from the Fallout universe. I could rig an electric motor to my bike, power it with a microfusion cell, and not need to pedal to work. Murder tacos. Best tacos. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Have you played Hitman? That could be your training. I have played Hitman, BirdBrains. Whoa. This is deep. This is really deep. And I didn't really plan on playing Hitman. I just saw it in the Steam sale and it was cheap. But was that a ploy from my handlers to get me to buy it? It must have been, because it was dirt cheap. And Hitman is usually pretty expensive on Steam. That's obviously a major, major game. This goes deeper than I thought. Have you... It's a surprise birthday party for Bobcat at the taco place? Oh, Bobcat, don't go. Man, it's going to go down hard. It's nap time. I should probably speed through this so people have something to watch on the screen, I guess. Weird alternative stories with Dave. There we go. See it now. AR-15 round after round blasting into the crowd. Taco meat flying everywhere. The walls splattered with sour cream and lettuce and guacamole. It's all going to be terrible. What if the name of the taco place is the trigger? It probably isn't, because I said it last night when she said we should go get tacos. We agreed on what place we were going to, or did she put the thought in my head where to go? Did I agree to this place, or was I manipulated into going to this place? Oh, Bristly's got it right. It's all about the sour cream, Bristly. All food is basically a delivery system for sour cream. You can put sour cream on literally anything, and I will eat it, especially if it's more sour cream. This is the American Ultra movie. Is MK Ultra still a thing? Does the government still do that? Now I need tacos. Well, apparently. Okay, so this is fun. I'm going to get off the assassination ploy for a moment and talk about tacos, seeing as we're kind of going down that route. So, Penge at the Geek Cupboard had messaged me, and said, we've got this thing called Taco Bell opening up in our town, and everyone's terribly, terribly excited about it. I understand that's a thing from your side of the pond. Are they any good? So I had to be, as they say, LOLing, as the kids say, Benj, welcome. Because I was picturing a town getting excited about a Taco Bell. when a Taco Bell comes to a town in our area, we don't want it here. We would prefer it were not here. Taco Bell is basically, it's food. That's the best way I can describe it. It's food. Hey, Mads, welcome. Trigger word will only be activated at a certain point of the day. Oh, yeah, P.S. Penge, I may be a sleeper agent who's going to assassinate someone today, so if I never message you again, and you hear of some big commotion like a world leader getting killed, that was probably me. So, just a heads up. I'm just letting people know now. I'm going to say it's about 86% likely that I am, in fact, a sleeper agent, waiting to be triggered by a code word into assassinating a world leader. That world leader will be getting tacos. So, anyway, back to Taco Bell. I was having fun with the concept of a town, getting really excited about a Taco Bell, because from our perspective, it is food. It won't kill you. It will fill your belly. The queues to Taco Bell were out the door. Oh, dear God. We can't get people to go in a Taco Bell. Taco Bell's close because people won't go there. It's basically the McDonald's of tacos. I think everyone would be on the same page about that. It's the McDonald's of tacos. It is food. It won't kill you. It's cheap. It will fill your belly. There's no good tacos in St. Lucia. We are actually rather lucky that we have a couple of good places in our area that are not Taco Bell. So we don't have to go very far to get some real good stuff. We don't even have to go far to get mediocre stuff. It's just we don't generally eat Taco Bell. And I'm not saying I've never eaten it. I'm not actually being snobby about it. I actually don't mind it. It's kind of in the same vein that we were saying about pizza. There's no bad tacos. There's just tacos that are worse than other tacos, and some that are better. So if you want to have like 3,000 tacos for $10, go to Taco Bell, and it'll fill your belly. You can feed a family of 20 at Taco Bell really, really cheap. But there should not be a line outside the door for Taco Bell. Option B. Dave is going to go out for tacos. His watch will start glowing orange. Aha! Ha 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 ha! I fooled you, Bobcat. I don't wear a watch. And suddenly he becomes a badass commando to save the world from the coronavirus. That is not as nearly as likely as I'm a sleeper agent who's going to assassinate a world leader. Yeah, stumbled at the first hurdle there, Bobcat. I don't wear a watch. The only time I ever wear a watch is if Mrs. Dave and I are going out somewhere super, super fancy or like a big family event, I might wear a watch, but I generally don't. I find them cumbersome. And here's how I feel about watches, Bobcat. Since you've brought it up, here's how I feel about watches. I have an opinion about watches. I think of watches in the same way that I think about jazz music. So I want to be one of those guys who wears watches and have like really nice watches. In the same way that I wanted to be one of those guys who was into jazz and like really into it and knew good jazz. And the problem is, I hate jazz. I mean, I just do. And everyone immediately says, first of all, get your fingers off the keyboard. Everybody immediately says, well, you just haven't listened to the right jazz. I've listened to a hell of a lot of jazz, man. I've listened to jazz that everyone who has said that to me has given me, and I just don't like it. I just want to punch jazz in the throat and say, get to the point. I'm just not into it. But I wanted to be one of those guys who was really into jazz. And that's how I feel about watches. I want to be one of those cool guys with a cool watch. But at the end of the day, when I put a watch on, give me an hour or so, I want to take it off. I find it a cumbersome burden on my wrist. So that's my opinion on watches. Visited Montana, I think that's what MO is, with a friend from there. She took me to the best Mexican place in her city. Yeah, you're going to get some good stuff on that side of the country. Tomato paste for red sauce. Oh, you're actually being sarcastic. Okay. You actually should be in a decent area in Montana. Eventually. I mean, people who know how to make Mexican food will make it up there. I now question anyone's taste on Mexican food. All right, so we do well in our area just because we're in a super foodie area where we are. If you like to eat, you need to come to my area because we have just a ton of great restaurants. We have a ton of crappy restaurants too. We have a ton of great restaurants. Yeah, don't get me demonetized, as Mehdi says. Don't get me demonetized on that. Wait, what are we saying about East Coasters? Are you decrying our East Coast? Mexican popular over here. Only place I'm aware of are in Dublin. Yeah, oh wow, bird brains. The Irish cannot do American food, and I do classify Mexican food as American food. It is all America after all. Of course, by that same token, I should probably classify Peruvian food as American, but yeah, I'm okay with that too. All that is American. So yeah, I classify Mexican food as American food because we basically taken it and run with it. You guys cannot do American food. You cannot do American food. I've told this story in chat before. Oh, Montana is Missouri. Oh, then that's why you got garbage food, Ray. Oh, sorry. I'm not always so good with my state abbreviations. Oh, yeah, that makes total sense now. I thought it was Montana, and I was actually surprised that you got bad Mexican food there. No, Missouri makes so much more sense. You shouldn't even eat in Missouri. You shouldn't even go to Missouri. Why were you in Missouri? Take your friend and get out of Missouri. So, all right. Mrs. Dave and I went to Ireland. I've told this story in chat before, but it bears repeating because Bird Brains brought it up, so it's Bird Brains' problem now. And we were in Galway City, and we went to, ostensibly, from everything they put on their signage and all of their displays and all that, just the way this restaurant presents itself, authentic, awesome American burgers. And we're like, you know what? We've been eating, like, cool... Because Galway's an amazing foodie town, too. Oh, God, there's so many good restaurants in Galway. It's just unbelievable. So we had eaten at a lot of, like, the higher-end ones. We're like, you know what? It's lunchtime. We just want to grab a burger. Let's go see what the Irish think an American burger is. It was laughable. We actually laughed at it. We laughed at your burger. We laughed at your burger. We said, this is not a burger. First of all, it's far too small. This is actually a sensibly sized portion. We don't do that in America. If we're getting a burger, it is like 4 beef patties high and an equal amount wide. That's a burger. We get burgers that you can't finish, and we have contests. Like, restaurants will put up a contest to see if you can finish the burger, because you probably can't without having a heart attack. There is a restaurant in America that basically guarantees if you finish their burger, you will die. And the place is flooded every day. Line out the door, like Taco Bell in Pengestown. Line out the door. Hang on, DC's chiming in with something very important. Am I right, DC? Am I right? If you are getting a burger in America, it should probably kill you. That's how we do burgers. Did the Irish do that? No. It was a very sensibly sized portion of a burger. I looked at it. It could fit in the palm of my hand. That is not okay. I want something that really falls apart when I try to pick it up because it's so huge that human hands cannot encompass the burger. That's a burger, right? That's a burger. And then let's come to the fries. All right, first of all, it was a sensibly sized portion. Not okay. We have a roast beef place here in town that we love because when you go there and you order large fries can vary from place to place. You can go large fries and get disappointed. We ordered large fries in Ireland, and I almost cried, and then I laughed at them. This is not a large fries. There's a place in our town where you order a large fries, you basically get a shopping bag. Like, you go to the grocery store and you get a shopping bag. Yeah, you get a shopping bag full of French fries. That's French fries. That's how we do French fries. None of this sensible portions. That's the problem with Europe. Sensible portions. If you guys could just get off that and get back to food that kills you, I think we'd get along a lot better. I remember having a piece of cheesecake from New York, and it was pretty much the size of my head. That's cheesecake. That is cheesecake. We don't do sensible anything. We haven't been sensible since the American Revolution. We're not going to start now. Dwarf Comic loves death burgers, right? Am I right, DC? I am not wrong. There's at least one restaurant that I am aware of where they basically say if you finish this burger, you're going to have a heart attack and die. And people line up to do it. We risk our lives for burgers. Risk our lives for a burger. P.S. Ray, just do keep me posted if I need to do anything in RimWorld, because I'm just off. I haven't watched it in about 20 minutes, so I'm just sort of vaguely pressing the keys. Man vs. Food TV show. Yeah, exactly that. It's not gross, Ray. It's how you eat food. So If the burger isn't going to kill you and you don't get a shopping bag full of fries, please do not tell me, Galway, that this is an American burger. I actually wanted to go and start giving suggestions, but then I thought, you know what? I'm not the first American they've seen. They've probably been through this before. I'm sure more than a few people have come up and gone, where's the rest of the burger? You've given us part of a burger. I don't see... See, here's the problem with your burger and fries. I can still see the plate underneath it. That is acceptable. That is just not acceptable. Make clothes. Stop talking about beef. Do we need clothes? I mean, I know we've got a lot of tattered apparel people, but it's kind of a pants-optional colony. Yeah, I can bang out a few clothes. Where's my tailoring bench? How much? Yeah, we got tons of leather and cloth and all sorts of things. Make a couple of pants. You know what? We really don't need those parkas. Make some shirts. Those often... Yeah, make more of them. Make more of everything. And, yeah, sure, make a duster, make some t-shirts. That's all good. That's fine. It's all fine. Do you know what was odd? We went to a town called Golden in Colorado. I had a breakfast burrito. There was green pork curry and powdered sugar. Yeah? Why is that odd? We put anything on anything. Do you guys, Penge, Bristly, all the Brits, do you guys have Kentucky Fried Chicken over there? We've stopped calling it Kentucky Fried Chicken because that takes too long to say and we just want to eat, so we call it KFC now. We had to abbreviate it because it was taking up too much time when we were ordering food. Do you guys have that over there? Because I need to know that so I can give you pertinent information. You do have KFC. Okay, excellent, good. Dwarf Comic had a burger in Germany. I'm not ashamed to say that I had to buy more. DC, exactly, man. Exactly. Oh, I wanted to ask where the rest of the burger was, and I thought they shorted me on the fries. I was pretty sure. Because, look, okay, I'm going to come back to KFC in a sec. Somebody remind me of that. And Penge's powdered sugar and green curry thing. So, Mrs. Dave and I will not share French fries. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. We love each other very much, although she might be a handler and going to give me my trigger word later, but we can come back to that later. So, we love each other very much, and the very first date that we ever went on, we ate. Oh, combat supplier. Okay, hang on. In-game, I totally need these guys. Totally need these guys. Mech, you are our most chatty, so go call those guys. So we went out to eat, and we don't share food. No, we're not that couple. I have a passion for French fries, and so does she. So we get our own fries. When we got the fries at that Irish, air quotes, burger place, I thought they only gave us one order. But no, that was both orders. Both orders indeed. So, okay, back to the KFC thing. I'm going to try and... Don't say too many things in chat. I can't keep up. I want all of your components. I will buy all of your components. I will... actually, I can make medicine. That's fine. And I will sell you anything I have that I want to get rid of, except you don't really want to buy any of my stuff, do you? No, you're really not interested in buying my stuff. Okay, this did not work out as well as I want. I mean, he's got some good weapons. He has a triple rocket launcher that I don't need. But I really need those components. Okay, buy those, please. All right. Back to KFC. Mrs. Penge gets furious if someone takes her food. Yeah, I agree with Mrs. Penge. I will stab you with a fork if you try to take my fries, and so will Mrs. Dave. So here's the thing with KFC, Penge. We have decided that chicken and waffles is not enough. So chicken and waffles is a thing here. You may or may not have experienced it, and it's actually way tastier than you think it is. I've had it, and it's surprisingly... those two tastes should not go together, but they absolutely do. So KFC looked at chicken and waffles and said, hold my beer. And what KFC have come up with, I don't know if it's over on your side of the... do you need to move your trade beacon thing? No, I have trade beacons in every single storage area. They're all covered. Every one of them is covered. I see that you move yours a lot in your game, and I just can't be bothered to do that. So I just make more of them. Yes, I've informed you of chicken and waffles before. Yeah, KFC and the Colonel looked at chicken and waffles and said, hold my beer. Because what they have come up with is a chicken donut sandwich. So it's 2 donuts with a slab of fried chicken between them. That's what we do here, man. This is what we do with food. We look at food and go, hold my beer. This is America. We're going to make a chicken sandwich with donuts, and you're going to like it. And we might. Steak fries are very good. Ray, I'm an equal opportunity French fry eater. I just have a preference for how they're cooked or fried, as the case may be. Thank you, Bobcat. Thank you. Go get an enormous burger, please. Enormous burger. Nobody touches my food. I had to calculate how much insulin I have to inject for that. Oh, yeah, that is kind of important. Yeah, you don't want to mess up that math. So, yeah, exactly 7 French fries. Why didn't they shove donut holes inside the chicken? Whoa. DC. First of all, you shouldn't have said that out loud. You should have sold them that idea. You should have made them pay for that idea. Somebody at KFC has already twigged onto this, and they're already stuffing donut holes in there. My kid had chicken and waffles in a fancy pasta place at Ribs. Yeah, chicken and waffles is actually really, really good. But we decided that's not enough. We're going to make a chicken sandwich out of donuts. So glazed donuts with a slab of chicken between them. Fried chicken, mind you. Not healthy chicken, fried chicken. Because if you got a sandwich made of donuts, you've given up at that point. You've given up. You said, you know what? America. Here we go. I will be in America this month. The food news pleases me. Yes, if I... there's a part of me... just because this is where the half-British thing rears up. Again, we've had this chat many times before. I am an American. And I embrace the silliness of our world. Oh, the power thing's done. Hang on, I have to do in-game stuff. But at the same time, there's a lot of British in me that says, I can't eat a chicken sandwich with donuts. And then I probably can. So if you get to it first, this is the point of this story. If you get to that first, let me know. Let me know. I do know you're in America. You will be in prime territory. I know where you're going. You're going to be in prime territory for a donut chicken sandwich. So keep me posted. I encourage you to go eat that. Bird Brains is out of here. Thank you. Wear handcuffs in the taco place. Oh, that is good. That is good. Yeah, that's a good idea. Or at least bind my hands in some way. But if I'm one of those, like, ninja sleeper agents, I can probably get out of handcuffs. And any sort of bindings. I've probably already been trained for that. They've probably thought this all through, I imagine. Chicken sandwich, donuts, do not do that. We're totally doing that, Mel. We're totally doing that. I kind of want to try it. The same way I kind of wanted to try chicken and waffles, and it actually is rather good. I fear the day Americans get in their head to combine donuts and a Cornish pasty. Oh, I could see that. Oh, those would go pretty well together. Yeah. That's another idea you should stop saying and start selling. Oh yeah, I could totally see that. I mean, at the end of the day, donuts kind of go with everything. This stream is weird. Have you been here before, Ray? Have we met? Is this your first day? My God. This isn't even the weirdest. You should have been here during the Jeff Goldblum days. That was weird. You talk about sleeper agents, and yeah, you should have been back with the Jeff Goldblum days. Leave the pasties alone. Hang on. For some reason, I have to approve that, Penge. I'm not sure why. Probably because it looks like a nonsense word. That's probably why. Okay. Do I need to look at RimWorld? Should we be paying attention to this? Penge, there is RimWorld tonight, right? I don't know why there wouldn't be, but I just need to confirm because that's my Friday planning, and apparently I'll be eating tacos while doing it. So I just want to confirm that there will be Penge-ish RimWorld. Thermal soap. Oh, that was easier than I thought. Love my RPG Tycoon 2 series. Thank you. The award-winning World of Davecraft. Multi-award-winning. I just recorded a new one today. That will be up on Sunday. So yeah, that's another one coming up. Thank you. I'm really glad you like that. I'm glad it's attracted some new folks. It's really nice to see new people around the area. I do this just for fun, man. So it's always nice to have some new viewers come in. RimWorld is indeed on its way. Excellent. Good. That's my Friday. That's my Friday. So prior to that, it was XCOM, and now it's RimWorld. You've won 2 awards. Oh, 2 awards. Oh, please, Penge. Multi-award winning. I think I'm up to like 6 or 7 at this point. We just throw them on a pile in the living room now. It's fine. Anytime Vapors. Found you through MMORPG Tycoon 2 Maker as well. Good. Awesome. Yeah, it's just cool that a lot of new people are checking it out. Because we're just, at the end of the day, I think we're just a bunch of folks who hang out together. I don't know that it's necessarily a YouTube channel. It's just sort of, I'm just facilitating interaction. And I happen to be WASDing around RimWorld while I'm doing it. XCOM tomorrow as well. Yes, indeed. No spoilers, but it could have gone better. Could have gone better. Yeah, we'll look forward to that. I'll edit that up tomorrow. It's getting cold. You could throw another award on the fire. Yeah, I'm thinking of the Python sketch with Dennis Moore where he keeps bringing the lupins in and they end up eating lupins and feeding lupins to the cat, and they're dressed in lupins. Their bed is made out of lupins. That's how the awards are going in the multi-award winning world of Davecraft. They just keep throwing them at me. I just throw them in a pile. We'll figure them all out later. I blame Penge for me finding Dave. Well, blame away. Hopefully it was not an onerous thing. Charterstone this month on Steam. Do I know about that one? Did you already tell me about that one? You probably did. You tell me about a lot of stuff. Usually very good stuff, actually. Campbell, I noticed we haven't Mike Tyson'd you up yet. You are very difficult to recruit. Good. Reduce your resistance is already gone. I can't reduce your resistance anymore. You are annoyingly difficult to recruit. I might kill you and harvest your organs. I mean, I have that option. Mad Manhunter guinea pigs just raided my RimWorld. Those were the first new animals that I saw. They weren't mad, but I did go out and kill them all because they were guinea pigs. So I couldn't think of a reason not to kill them. So I just went out and murdered all the guinea pigs. But those were the first new animals that I've seen. I saw the elephants. And have I seen anything else? There was one other that I saw, but I can't... Oh, the donkeys. I saw the donkeys. That was one. I was thinking about taming a couple of them, but I've got a bunch of horses, so it didn't seem relevant. I think the horses are new too, as I remember. So more things than what I just said, basically. Orders, a couple some more trees down, guys. We are a little shy on wood around here. And do I actually have enough steel to connect all that power? Because I bet you the answer is no. I'll guarantee you the answer is no. And ironically, I can't turn on the deep drill to drill for steel because I don't have the steel to connect the power to drill for the thing. You see my dilemma here. You see my problem. I have 207 steel. That should be enough to finish off those power conduits. Oh yeah, Ray's working on it. Okay, Ray's got the program here. I only know of guinea pig messages via catapult. Yes, indeed. They launched them with tiny messages tied to their back. Had a pack of donkeys self-tame. Well, they've got to be good for hauling, because the horses are great for hauling. They're just champs about that. Although they do tend to favor sleeping in people's bedrooms, which is odd. If you sort of woke up and there was a horse at the end of the bed. Not like Godfather style, like a live horse. Bristly's got to go. Thank you so much. Watching a film with the boss. Like your work boss or Mrs. Bristly? Hopefully not your work boss. It's a little late at night for that. But hey, I don't question what you do in the privacy of your own home, man. Thank you, Bristly. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. Have you upgraded your game to 1.1? This one is 1.1. Wait, it should be. Everything should be 1.1. Yes, everything is 1.1. I just haven't done royalty, and I'm not sure if I will. So yeah, this is 1.1. I haven't actually checked the wildlife. Is there anything new kicking around? No, we live in a very boring area. I'll go out and kill some turkeys just because it'll please me, and maybe some gazelles because they don't fight back. How is our food situation? It should be 1,000,000% fine. It should be totally fine. Yeah, we've got plenty of food. We could do with some more meals. But Scion seems to be on that. Who's going to have a breakdown? Jules, why are you having a breakdown? What's your problem? You're just basically vaguely sad about lots of things. Okay, well, go have a bite to eat, I guess. That'll cheer you up. You slept in the cold. Why is that my problem? Oh, it is. In-game warg. In-game breakdown. I got the breakdown bit. I'm less concerned about wargs. Because virtually no animal can get past the now real trap corridor, not just the regular corridor. This is no longer just a corridor, now it's the trap corridor. Because that's how I get most of my hunting done, is just trap corridors all over the place, and then the animals wander in, and they die, and then we eat them. Okay, that trap corridor, you know what, that trap corridor deserves another trap. Let's make that even more trap corridor-esque. There we go. Had an odd thing with the ground-penetrating scanner. 1.1, it fell apart, and I couldn't build it again inside. Yes, they are outside-only structures now, and that threw me off as well. What are we shooting at? Oh, turkeys, right. We're killing turkeys because it makes me happy. Yes, they are outside only now. So I've had to move a couple of my around. I just took the roof off of this bit here. That seems to be working out fine, although we have no power to it because I have no power. So yeah, those are outside only. And some other things are glitchy too. There's several generators that I had to deconstruct and reconstruct because they wouldn't accept fuel, or if they had fuel, they weren't turned on. There's some fussy little glitches to it, but I think I've worked around most of them. I still think these snow quinogres should be very, very small given their looks. Oh, I made very, very small things today. I made super small things. I think you'll like them. Then you can quip, aren't you a little short for Quinogre? Aha! I still, see, you're going with the Stormtrooper thing. I still think they look like they're wearing a party dress. It's just that black and white sort of zigzag stripe thing. My scanner thing was just a pile of components. Yeah, I've only had problems with generators and that, and the scanny thing. I'm getting, not this colony, because we don't have the power to actually do the things I want to do, but my other colony that I have going, where I have 20 plus colonists, we are deep drilling the planet. We are just scouring the landscape, getting all sorts of good stuff, because I don't have as much of a power problem there. Is there anything I can do to reduce my power needs? That might be an idea. I don't really want to turn the smelter off because what I'd rather do is find more steel slag because I desperately, desperately need steel. We just landed in the... Oh, what are we shooting? Oh, turkeys. Good. That makes me happy. Shoot more turkeys. No steel, and not a lot of slag. There's some slag. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, get that, please. And do we have a bill on to just permanently smelt slag? Which is not as easy to say as you might think it is. Yeah, forever. Okay, good. Just forever smelt slag, please. Smelt slag, please. There we go. Add a turret for each corridor. I can't afford the power, Ray. That's the problem. Ray's going. Mel, keep chat rational. Oh, good luck with that. Mel's got blinky lights to think about. Somewhere in a fancy hotel, there's a concierge not going in the air tube. There's yet another sentence I never thought would come out of my mouth. Third colony is finally surviving. Yeah, I've been kind of watching that in Discord. You haven't been having a lot of luck. Not thriving, but I hate the layout. Now that I know more about the game, I plan to start a new one. Oh, welcome to my world, Mel. Yeah, I constantly start new RimWorlds. I'm a serial re-roller anyway. I start new everythings. If you aren't watching Vampire the Masquerade LA Bay Night on the YouTubes, you're missing out. Season 1 to 3 on Geek and Sundry. Excellent. Season 4 on World of Darkness. What colonist needs treatment? What's the problem? Oh, Scion and Frost are getting in a fight. Okay. That'll probably work itself out, I imagine. I don't think they're generally going to kill each other. Well, they're stunning each other. And they're still hitting each other. Frost, could you stop hitting Scion? And Scion, could you stop being stunned? You're punching, right? Not shooting. Naked Cunic just walks by. Not a care in the world. Not a care in the world. Doesn't matter about the fight. In the freezer with no clothes on. Colonists need rescue. Okay, that's fine. We can do that. No, Mac, come here. Somebody get out of the way so we can rescue Scion, please. And somebody take Scion's gun. Oh, dear. And get the turkey out of there as well, please. It's all gotten very weird around here. I mean, weirder than usual, anyway. Scion, what's your problem? Did you just get punched a lot? We'll find out when you get to bed, I guess. Oh, I was going to do that when I first started this. I need to get another hospital bed going. We actually have some components. I don't really have the steel for it, though, do I? I don't have anything like the steel for it. What was I thinking? There's no way I'm going to be able to build this. 120 steel. That's pretty much all my steel. Pretty much all my steel. And if we can't get the deep drills going, we're not going to get any more steel. Okay, here's a thought. What if I turn this one off? Because I don't need jade exactly. Would that give me enough power to run that one? Are there any other deep drills that I don't specifically need? Because I did line up a lot of them, if I'm honest. You're doing what? You're doing gold. I love gold. It's awesome. But let's turn you off. And you are doing uranium. That's really good, but we've got a lot of uranium, so turn that one off as well. Okay, maybe that will free up enough power to get the steel one going, which is the one I actually need. Naked Cunic, he says it's like it's normal. It is normal. Have you seen this colony? That's the least interesting thing that's happening around here. How are your coworkers, Mel? Does Dave need to have words again? Yeah, I don't specifically want to yell at your coworkers, Mel, but if they do need a talking to, please do let me know. Sorry, yes, I haven't quite signed up Vossros for the Holy Church of the Online Who's yet, but I'm sure I'll be an ordained minister yet there. No time. I think it's just like $50. It's fine. Left them in the office, came home for undisturbed viewing. That is probably for the best. Yeah, I hope you left a message on your voicemail, so when your coworkers call, they know exactly what you're doing. And with sort of an addendum of, and don't make Dave have to talk to you again. I would like to have more authority in your office, Mel. Should I talk to HR, or do you have like a talent acquisition team? Because I would probably want to have a conversation with them. I feel I'm a contributing member of the team, but I feel I could have more authority, so that maybe people don't need to work there, and maybe I could be the judge of that, is what I'm saying here. Let's get some more trees cut down, because trees are fun. Go cut all of those down. I didn't realize we were that low on wood. Now, has turning all the things off given me enough power for this? It has not. I turned 3 off, but I still can't get 1 on. That's disturbing. How's my circuit? Okay, maybe I've got a circuit issue here. So everything seems like it all goes to everything else. That is my belief. There don't seem to be any interruptions. All the power things connect to all the other power things. Yeah, I think I'm pretty good on that. Okay. And I'm sure, well, batteries are filling up. Yeah, batteries are filling up. Okay, then we've got a problem over here. The problem is obviously the drill. Maybe this is a 1.1 thing. I'm going to sadly deconstruct this, but I don't think I got the steel to reconstruct it. Maybe I do. I don't know. I'm going to deconstruct that and see what happens. I'll forward your resume to HR. Which video would you like to use? Good question there. I think we should probably do a collection of them. Certainly the one where I'm yelling at your coworkers, because I want HR to know I'm capable of taking responsibility and authority in the office. Possibly this one, where we talk about me being a sleeper assassin agent, because they'll want to know that I have skills beyond what's on my resume, like killing people. And after that, we may throw a third one into maybe just a compilation one, like the channel trailer or something like that, because I want to give them a few chuckles. I want to know I'm not all serious business. I can have fun around the office too. I can join in with the gang. I can muck in with the rest. So I think that's the plan right there. That's the plan right there. We'll do a few of those, and that will give them a broad perspective of the kind of person that I am and what I'm going to bring to the team. I'm not going to be doing much with the blinky lights, if I'm honest, or indeed anything at all, because, delegation is the first rule of management, so I'm going to leave the blinky lights to the blinky light experts. I am not that person. What I'm really there to do is manage people. Specifically, people. It is a solid portfolio. I think you're right there. I think if we take that to talent acquisition or HR, I think they're going to be all over that like a cheap suit. I think it's giving them a very broad view of my many skills, some of which you don't see on a resume. Intangible skills, one might say. Intangible skills. How's Jackie doing? Have we been Mike Tysoning Jackie? A little bit. Okay, a little bit we've been Mike Tysoning Jackie. Down to 17.3. Camels, Ignacio, how about you? Have we not been talking to Ignacio? Because Ignacio has not changed in his resistance. We do have you at... we have you at no interaction. I'm not sure why, Ignacio. I don't know how that happened. That was not a fault of management. Clearly somebody downline did that. HR just called my cell. Well, if they want to patch in, we can do this as a conference call. I don't traditionally jump right into an interview. I like to investigate the company first and do my homework, but if they're that keen, who am I to stop them? Dave has business development videos. The last couple of Crossroads in. Yes, I have a strong business plan for the Mulligan. A strong business plan. That business plan is basically prostitution, and it's working out great. It's working out just great. So, that's where the Mulligan is going. I don't think there's any issue with that. I don't think there's any surprise to that. It just needs to happen. I will be devoting the entire upstairs to that if I have my say. Although I do need to get a bard back in play. I did kick out my bard because, she had a xylophone. Nobody likes that. How are we doing on meals? I notice we have virtually none. I notice we have virtually no meals. Why is that, kids? What's going on with the meals? Could actually use some more meat. Let's send some people out hunting. Gazelles don't fight back. Let's go shoot them. I have not had a drink of anything in an hour and 24 minutes. That's better. Yay. That's so much better. Oh, I've left that open for so long it's starting to go flat. Oh dear. Who's starving to death? Jules, get up and get something to eat. I can't help people who won't help themselves. Those nice ladies are providing a valuable service. Yes, and it's service that's, it's very open-minded. It's not gender biased, that's for sure. The air quotes working girls at the Mulligan, they'll take on anyone, and vice versa. They are very acrobatic. You're not wrong at all. I want to get because it's 2020, and we are very open-minded here. We really embrace a lot of diversity, so I'd like to get some of the male vedettas in there. I know there's at least one, right? I want to appeal to everybody. If you have a need that involves, not wearing a lot of clothing, I want to satisfy that need in the Mulligan, especially if I can make lots and lots of money. And I'm not even at the point where the customers want it. I'm basically forcing it on them. I'm basically forcing this service on them, saying, you over there by the table, I know you just came in for some barbarian stew and an ale, but meet Mavia. And Mavia's going to show you what Mavia does, and it's very, very acrobatic. Having a Slovak beer right now. Excellent. I don't know what makes it Slovakian. Probably it's from Slovakia, Dave. Just glad you fixed the bed problem in Crossroads. It was seeing one of the girls standing outside the room. I figured it was just I had the bed in the wrong place. I knew that was probably it. It was good for some comedy because that poor man was just, he thought he was getting something and he got something completely other. He just stared at the wall. But yeah, I pretty much figured that was one of Crossroads' many, many pathing issues. Alteo or whatever, a very special bed all of his own in decoratives. Yeah, it wouldn't be Crossroads Inn, Spike Little Girl, if there were not pathing issues. That's pretty much how we do Crossroads Inn. I put things down expecting pathing issues. That's why I try and give things lots of space. I had that problem back in the campaign mode with the stage. Couldn't figure out how to get the bard on the stage for 2 episodes. Until somebody said, yeah, pathing issue. Just give the bard lots of room to get on there. Jules, what are you off hunting? A gazelle. Excellent. They don't fight back. That should go very well with you. Are you feeling better about life in general? You're not feeling completely awful. Ray rebuffed you, apparently, which you're very sad about. And okay, the clothing thing is not working out. I don't want to do it today, but I really need to go through the assignments thing and make sure they're wearing the right clothes and they know to go get the right clothes when their clothes are ratty, because they're clearly not doing that. Speaking of clothes, are there any bills left? Are we basically done with the tailoring? No, we haven't even started. Okay, who's on tailoring duty, please? Several people are on tailoring duty. You know what? Dave Navarro, you can chip in if you want to do that. Not you. You're a skill of 1. You're 2. 1. 2. Okay, well, Dave Navarro can chip in on the tailoring, hopefully. I don't know how good he's going to be, because I think one of his pinkies is gone, but just sew something, Dave. Sew something. Bring on the Stig statues and all of that salaciousness. I'm shocked I just got all of those sounds out of my mouth without having a stroke, which would be another S word. It's fun like that. So I'm shocked. I'm absolutely shocked. Oh, good. We disassembled the thing. Now I need to build another one. I'll turn this back on while I'm thinking about it, because I don't think that was the problem. So give me a deep drill right here. Let's see if this will work out. I don't have the steel for it. Oh, wait. We got some steel from somewhere. Okay, I must have another deep drill going somewhere. Do I? I've got nothing over there. Where did I get that steel from? Oh, down here. Okay, that makes more sense. All right, so I do have at least 2 steel ones going. I still want more. More steel. Ooh, there's something down here, though. Wonder what that is. I'm going to go turn that other one on. And because that's uranium, and that's not a bad thing to have. Hopefully my problem was not so much the one thing as the other. Noctis, welcome. 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 We're having power issues in RimWorld today, Noctis. And I probably should be paying attention to them, but I'm only kind of vaguely doing that, if I'm very honest about things. And I am. Did we turn that back on? We did. Okay. Did we turn the other one back on? Not yet, but we'll get around to that. Okay, fair enough. I think this is part of the problem. Lots of people are out doing farming. Farming is occupying a great deal of people's time. And it's fall. Let's make sure I'm not... Yeah, don't sow these anymore. We don't need you making any more of this, because it's fall now. We've got plenty of this stuff, and there's more to come, so don't bother. Don't bother sowing any of that. And Scion, how are you feeling after the big fight? Feeling okay? Yeah, you're fine. And Frost, how are you feeling? You're fine. You kids are fine. Just don't fight anymore. Noctis, Dave may have gone American Ultra on us. Yeah, I probably have. Just to bring you back up to speed, Noctis, we're about 86 to 89% certain that I'm a sleeper assassin and that I will kill a major world leader tonight. Oh, wow, that totally got me put on a watch list. Somebody at the FBI just perked up hearing that. Hi, guys. I'm probably... Well, I don't know that I'm not going to do that. I'm not convinced anymore. So, yeah, if you never hear from me again, Noctis, it's because I don't know, self-destructed or something or melted into a pile of goo. But, yeah, I'm probably a sleeper agent. And Mrs. Dave is probably my handler and has the code word. So we're pretty convinced it's going down tonight. That's how... I never questioned anything about my life until now. And now it just sort of all comes together and makes sense. Yeah, if anything goes down in New England, you know. You know what happened. I don't think there are any major world leaders or super important people visiting the area. But it is election time. Although... most states in my area have already done theirs at this point, or, you know, the primaries anyway. I'll pay over my respect, fellow MK Ultra sleeper agent. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I didn't know this about myself, and we're still not 100% sure, but isn't that really the point of the whole MK Ultra program, is that I'm not sure of anything. I question my own life, and then eventually I kill someone very important, because Mrs. Dave is my handler, and she has the code word. And somehow it's all wrapped up in tacos, Noctis. Somehow this entire mystery is wrapped in an enigma and then wrapped up in a taco shell. It's complicated. There was a long story about it. Just go ahead and wind back. Wait, we don't wind things anymore. Scroll back or do whatever it is you kids do around here. The things you learn about when you talk about tacos. Yeah, so tacos to... well, I mean, it'd probably be the last time I talk about tacos, really. Tacoception, exactly. And there's the title of the movie, right there. Tacoception. I would go see that. I won't be able to go see that because I'll either be in prison or I'm kind of hoping when it's all over. I mean, I won't remember any of this, of course. But I'm kind of hoping that I'm like one of those, you know, that they've inserted some chemical into me where I'll just dissolve into a pile of goo when it's done. I think that would be a cool way to go. Pile o' goo. Research screen. Yes, please. Ooh, what do I want? What do I want? Let's get bigger TVs. America. There we go. Yeah, so I'm kind of hoping I dissolve into a pile of goo. Like they did in those G.I. Joe movies. The guy just sort of dissolved. I want to do that. I want to do that when I've done whatever bidding my evil overlords. Or good overlords. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to kill an evil person. It could be a good thing. I might be making the world a better place tonight. I don't know. Be a spectacular way to go. Yeah, right? Pile of goo. Bad for the cleaning company, though. Boy, that's some OSHA problems right there. The standards for OSHA for toxic cleanup are very high. Very, very high. I wonder if I would be toxic. I don't know. I probably would be. I imagine I would be if I didn't melt into a pile of goo. I'll get a telenovela later. The real Stig will show up and steal you away to safety. Well, now you're just taking it a whole step further. So it looks like I die. But I've actually been spirited away to a secret location. I see where you're going with that. Okay. All right, we're getting a little... yeah, this is good. I like where you're going with that. I'm still not opposed to the pile of goo. So if my fate is to be a pile of goo, then cool, right on, I'm in. But if it's not, that's okay too. Why is this zone not completed? That seems silly. Let's not do that. Oh, I used to have a bench or something there, and then I deleted it. That's why. I remember now. Did we get my thing made? No, probably not, because I probably don't have the steel for it. They are putting steel in it. Duck's bringing up some steel. Oh, Duck, I forgot you were alive. Huh. Fun. And then hopefully some components. What's Dave Navarro up to? He's harvesting an oak tree. That's very wholesome of you, Dave Navarro. Very, very wholesome. Long days since Jane's addiction, eh? Cunic is naked and cleaning the barn. And what are you doing now, Duck? Are you getting more steel? Yeah, you are. Oh, good. Good job, Duck. I'm glad you're still alive. You're building my thing. That's great. What if you first dissolve into a pile of goo, which then reforms into the stick? Ooh, now we're getting a little sci-fi. Now I feel like Odo from Deep Space Nine. Just sort of shape-changing and whatnot. Now, I think, as I think more about it, and it becomes so obvious now, it's so obvious that my life has been leading up to this, it sort of puts so many pieces of the puzzle together. So many things in my life make sense now that you say, hey, Dave, do you think you're a sleeper assassin? I go, whoa, clearly I am, looking at my life. But no, I think probably it's going to end in a very permanent way for me. Permanent way. How is the injured colonist doing? They're broadly fine. They just got in a bit of a punch-up. It's not even that big a deal. They took some bruises. They're fine. They're totally fine. Nothing's missing, which is really all I'm looking for. Are any bits of you missing that I need to replace with bionics? I hope there is. I actually don't hope there is right now because I don't have anywhere near the materials to make those bionics. But yeah, they're fine. They're totally fine. How's my thing? Okay. You guys haul those 4 components in, which we have, PS, and we're good. Oh, Duck, you're at it again. Oh, Duck, you're now my favorite colonist. Kit's still being a medical miracle, or did he turn out a sleeper assassin? You're not wrong about that. Well, we haven't had a lot of medical issues, really, recently. So I haven't had a lot for Kit to do, but damn, he's a good doctor. And I just instinctually send Stabby to do the doctoring because Stabby's been here since day one, and I just in the back of my mind go, oh, good doctor, Stabby, send Stabby. Stabby is 11, which is not a shabby doctor. I'd be happy to be treated by a level 11 doctor, but Kit's level 17. I really should get in the habit of just sending Kit to do things so he has a purpose rather than being, ground up for parts and having bits taken out of him and sold to people who are flying by in spaceships. To Jackie, our new prisoner. How are you doing? Talk to me, Jackie. Still where you were. Okay. Duck, my new favorite colonist, who's building my thing. I mostly just want to see if the power works. That's all I'm concerned about right now. And if it doesn't, I'll run a conduit around this just in case there's some sort of problem with this circuit. There shouldn't be. This should be working fine. So the reason HR was calling, the first female blinky light technician in the company's history, and they want to take your picture and send it to the newspaper. Oh my God. If you can get them to put first blinky light technician, female blinky light technician, International Women's Day, you are shattering the glass ceiling of blinky light technicians. You have just burst through the blinky light technician glass ceiling, which is blinking. It's glass and blinky. It's blinking like it's like a disco. So you just smash through a ceiling that looks like it should be in the disco. Thermal soap, just a ploy to get you to stop watching the stream. It might be, yeah. I think HR might be worried about me because they know once I'm in that company, I have unlimited opportunity to just take anyone's job that I want because, the skills are there. So I think they're just worried. I think they probably won't hire me because they might fear I'd take their job. First female blinky light technician. Oh, that's great. I love it. I love it. You should totally have that as the headline. Can you be holding up blinky lights? I mean, it'll be a static image. I get it. It's a newspaper. But, oh no, I'm still having a power issue here. I'm going to reroute power. I'm going to play this like the Millennium Falcon and reroute power over here. I don't know why I needed to make that so big. I just did. I don't have the steel to build it, but there it is. You should hold up photos of blinky lights. And it'll be a static image, but like a row of blinky lights. And I don't know, put your fist in the air or something really empowering and vaguely violent looking. But yeah, shattering the disco glass ceiling, the blinky glass ceiling. That should be the title. Shattering the blinky glass ceiling. Oh, that's a great headline. I like that. Photoshop Dave into the background. No one's seen a photo. Well, that's not true. A viewer has seen a photo. A viewer sent me a photo of me once they Sherlock Holmes their way into tracking me down. So that's not true. No one has seen me. I don't do face cams. I don't do webcam stuff. It's not the people I watch. I mean, sometimes it is, but generally it's not the people I watch. How will they know it's blinking? I know this is part of the problem. Does the newspaper maybe have like a website, something where you could do a video of blinky lights? You know what? Okay. I've got this, Mel. I've got this. You don't worry. I always have your back. I'm always thinking about ways to make your life at work easier. So what you say is, hey, look, team, whomever, if I am shattering the disco blinky glass ceiling, then we just can't be satisfied with a newspaper. Oh, somebody's gotten food poisoning. That'll be fine. It'll work itself out. We can't be satisfied with a newspaper. You should put up a video on your company website because you guys are so progressive in shattering the blinky disco glass ceiling. And then you could have blinky lights for days. In fact, they should film it in a disco. It should be so blinky that there should be one of those warnings before the videos. If you're prone to seizures, you shouldn't watch the video. You should get a video on your company website. If the blinky lights are that important, I bet there's a slammin' company website to tell you about their blinky light technology. And I feel you should be at the front page of that website shattering the disco blinky glass ceiling and not be satisfied with a newspaper. Not be satisfied with the newspaper. You know what? You call it. You know what? Get on the phone to HR. You get on the phone to HR right now. You go, what are you talking about? A newspaper. A newspaper. First of all, you get on the phone to HR and go, wait, we still have newspapers? Who the hell is reading a newspaper, Mel? You don't settle for that. You're better than that. I know you're better than that. You're in charge of blinky lights. You get on the phone to HR and go, I demand a video of me in a disco breaking something on a website. And I think you should use those exact words if you can. If you forget them, just look at the video later, and because I don't think I can remember what I just said. But you should not be satisfied with the newspaper. Don't you dare be satisfied with the newspaper. You're better than that. Nobody even reads newspapers. Who do they think is going to read this thing? You throw a newspaper in their face if you can find one. If you can find a newspaper. I don't even know where you buy a newspaper these days. Do they still even make those? This is a huge event. There should be politicians talking about this. This is election season. People should be courting your endorsement. Biden, Sanders, they should be knocking on your door for your endorsement for shattering the disco blinky light glass ceiling. But no. They want to give you a newspaper? They want to give you a newspaper, Mel? You don't take no newspaper. You ain't taking no newspaper. No. When they ask who's Dave, I'm going to say my agent. Yeah, you're darn right. I got your back. And I don't even want a percentage. I just want to know that the first female shattering the blinky disco glass light ceiling is getting proper respect. That's all. Proper respect. Newspaper. Psh, newspaper. The hell you say. Got any tacos now? Jackie, how you doing? How's your health? Greg's Barracudas. Still love it. That made me really tired. How do people do this? What am I doing? I don't know. I'm still putting this one on Bristly because Bristly got me up at dawn. At least it was dawn this week. That was nice. At least I didn't get up in the dark to record video games with British people. See, Spike Little Girl's got it. Spike Little Girl, you might be a role model, Mel, to Spike Little Girl. Maybe Spike Little Girl was thinking about getting into blinky light technology. I don't know. I don't know if Spike Little Girl has a career. I don't know Spike Little Girl's age. It's not my problem to know. But maybe Spike Little Girl taking the little girl part of it, maybe she's looking for her future career. Maybe she's looking into blinky light technology. And she's saying, is that a career that women can get into? I'm concerned about the disco blinky glass ceiling. And she's going to look to you. You are going to be a role model, Mel, a mentor to women everywhere who are desperately trying to shatter the male-dominated blinky light technology game. And they want to give you a newspaper? Psh! I wouldn't line a birdcage with that. You say you don't have something to offer Patreon, folks. I'm telling you, weird alternative stories with Dave will seal the deal. It's kind of funny you mentioned that, Phosphorus. It's kind of funny you mentioned that. Your dad still reads newspapers. Okay, so your dad would know about it. I'm gonna go out on a limb, Mel. I think your dad already knows about your blinky light technology. Philip's back. Excellent. You haven't missed much, Philip. It's kind of funny you say that, Phosphorus, because, again, Penge at the Geek Cupboard has been encouraging me and nagging me at the same time to do that. And as I've always said, my power's on my steel thing. Okay, so I just needed to reroute the power for some reason. I don't know why, and I don't care. So, again, as we talked about last week, my hesitations are multiple. They are having a problem accepting generosity and also wanting to provide value. I don't want it to be nothing. I want to give something for that. I want it to be good. I don't want to just throw something up there. I want it to be something of value. And honestly, Vosros, without in any way trying to be funny or kidding, that's exactly what we talked about, was this. I don't know what this is. When I start doing this, I need you folks to understand. When these tangents occur, when Dave has an episode, an incident, we'll call it, I don't plan this. I don't sit around like rehearsing material and going, yeah, okay, I'm going to find a way to wedge that into the stream and that'll be funny. I will say what I have said from day one. If you met me on the street, this is me. As scary as that sounds, if you met me on the street, this is exactly my personality. Ask Mrs. Dave. She lives with this daily. Daily she puts up with this nonsense. So with Vosros saying you should just do this for that, that's exactly what we talked about. But then my issue is that then I kind of would have to, I guess, rehearse or plan something, and it's just not what I do. I would not have Mel coming in saying that she has shattered the blinky disco glasslight ceiling and is the first champion of now soon-to-be female-dominated blinky light technology. Blinky light technology. That's huge. I couldn't even get into blinky light technology when it was a male-dominated affair. I could not even get into that. That was a tight group to get into. Talk about a niche industry. I thought I was in a niche industry. Try blinky light. But no, Mel shattering the disco blinky light glass ceiling. And I can't make that up. I mean, I suppose I could try, but I can't make that up. God help the customer asking for tacos next time. Oh, so you want a taco? Also, I might be a sleeper agent. Well, here's the thing, Vosros. I know people who work there, and they would not... Okay, they'd look at me sideways, briefly, if I walked in there and did that, and then they'd just say, what do you want, Dave? You getting curly fries or regular fries? That's how that would go down. They know me. This will not be a surprise to them. It's only really kind of like what we talked about last week. It's really just a surprise to people who aren't really prepared for this. Like, you guys signed up for this. You deliberately sat on this chat and watched me WASD around RimWorld. You knew exactly what you were signing up for. This is not a surprise. But folks in my uber corporate hierarchy environment, like we were talking about last week, they weren't ready for this. And I've had to dial it back so much it's depressing. It really is. I'm just used to... I'm too old to not be me. I refuse to not be me, and I've really, really had to dial myself way back at work, where I basically I walk in now with a mental attitude of, go in, punch your clock, do your job, leave. Don't do anything except just put your time in, which is very depressing for me. It's not fun. I mean, I get the job done. I do my job just fine. I hope to think that I'm rather good at my job. I mean, they keep promoting me, so I must be doing something correct. Or, at least filling a spot that nobody else wants to fill. But it's just sort of there. It just exists. And I can't do this there. I can't walk in. You can't, like I said last week, you can't walk up to the CEO of a corporation and go, "What's up?" They just don't dig that. They really look at you like you just ate a puppy in front of them. I call up like the corporate office, the headquarters, and I talk to them like I'm talking to you now, and they just don't get it. It's like it almost goes over their head. So work for me now, it's not as mentally breaking as my career used to be. That was really kind of wrecking me at the end. It's definitely not as physically demanding, which is nice. I was done with that career. I knew I was done with that career. I was done with that career 3 years before I ended it. But it's not, it's a job. It's a job. I go in and I do my job and I go home. It's not this. I don't get to do this there. I don't get to be me there. You could collaborate with an artist that creates comics based on these stories. My life will be completed. I feel my life might be completed at that point, Barbara. Oh, we've made stone blocks and somebody has food poisoning. I'm sure that's going to be fine. Take all of the live stream stuff and make cartoons. I don't know anyone who would watch this and go, "Yeah, I totally want to devote many, many hours of my life to illustrating this nonsense." But hey, if you know anyone, send them my way. Speaking about making the time, my boss looks at me weird when I leave on time. Yeah, that's actually interesting that you brought that up, Noctis, because I am very much because it's the nature of the job that I used to do. You work until the work is done, and then you leave. And if you finish your work early, you leave. But if you need to stay late, you stay late. You work until the work is done. That's totally not what goes on here. This is uber corporate. You are scheduled from this time to this time. Now, working later is certainly encouraged. Working extra is encouraged, and they will pay overtime. There's nothing wrong with that. They don't encourage a lot of overtime because then HR has a real stick up their butt. But there's nothing wrong with working extra hours and getting the overtime for that. I have a firm rule, a very, very firm rule. And it's an even firmer rule now. It was a firm rule, and then because I'm someone who works hard. I want to show off to the people who are paying my paycheck that I'm valuable. I want to validate their paycheck, so I work really hard. And when I first got there, I worked not a small amount of overtime, and I did a lot of stuff that I was not necessarily obliged to do, but I did it anyway. And yeah, I got paid for it. I'm not saying I did it for free. And then when I kind of had the last couple of weeks when I realized I'm just kind of killing time there, then I totally dialed it back and said, you know what? I am scheduled from X hour to X hour. That's when I'm going to work. And I've been remarkably good about it. I punch in at exactly the right time. I punch out at exactly the right time. HR is going to love my time card. It's going to be the best time card they've ever seen. It's so Adrian Monk accurate. It bugs me because I was 1 minute off on one day today, and my Adrian Monk just went nuts. I almost wanted to leave a note for my boss going, "Can you please adjust that back 1 minute? I will take 1 minute less pay if you make that like this hour instead of this hour 01, because it was just making me mental." But anyway, I don't even remember why I started talking about that. Something Noctis said. What did Noctis say? Hang on. Where did Noctis go? Making time. Looks at me weird when I leave on time. So that was it. So my boss doesn't really look at me weird when I leave on time, usually because he's already gone by the time I leave. And that's not that he's leaving early. I just work later than he does. It's a 24-hour place, so people leave at different times. But I will be very interested to see about my time card, because I'm not working extra, and I have refused to work extra. So when we get calls from the corporate office saying, "Can you please do this thing?" I say, "No, I'm sorry, I can't, because I'm leaving at this hour. This is the hour when I am scheduled to leave. I leave at that time. So no, because your task will take me to that hour plus 15 minutes. And I'm just not really interested in 15 minutes. So the firmer rule thing is, this has reinforced everything I do in my life outside of work is more important than work. Work is the lowest priority that I have in my world. It is a means to an end. It's a paycheck that allows me to do everything else in my life. It's not my priority, definitely not my passion. I tolerate it. In the very strictest definition of the word tolerate, I tolerate it. It is. And I don't want to mess it up because it's paycheck and it's health insurance and all that good stuff. But I tolerate it. It just sort of is there. Oh, new lovers. Oh, lovely. Ignacio and Jackie, 2 prisoners. Oh, it's prison love. It's prison love. I didn't even know prisoners could do that. I've never had that happen. Ignacio has been in prison so long, he lives there now, and he's taken a lover. Wow, I did actually no idea prisoners could do that, but I suppose they're trapped in a room forever. Prison love story, yay! Mel finished early and left. My boss doesn't need to know because I'm on the road most of the day. Yeah, and I suppose it also depends on, if someone is hourly or salaried, if it's more appropriate to leave early or not. Salaried people certainly probably have a little more freedom. I know I did when I was salaried. But that also led to me staying later, too, and basically working for free. Welder in a small industrial company. Boss will notice when I come in or leave. Yeah, I work in the best way I can describe it is a facility. I'm really trying not to drop as many clues as I used to about, people being able to pinpoint my location. Not that I'm particularly worried, but you guys are fine. I don't know. You could all be trained killers like me, but you never know who else is listening who might be a little more creepy. So I do try to not leave as many breadcrumbs as I used to, but I work in a facility and it's very large. Now my boss's office is technically like 3 doors down from mine, but he also is basically in charge of the entire facility in terms of its building and infrastructure. So like the physical location, he's in charge of, making sure the heat is on and the lights go on and stuff like that. And that means he's also in charge of a lot of departments like my department, the housekeeping department, the repair area, anyway, all of that stuff. Long story short, he's wandering around all day. He's barely ever in his office, so he never sees me. And frankly, he doesn't want to see me. If he needs to see me, that means I'm not doing my job correctly. He loves that. He loves the fact that he can kind of ignore my department because if I'm doing something wrong, he has to do it instead, and that's kind of a pain in the neck. So the best news for him is that I am doing my job, I guess, correctly. Nobody seems to be complaining, and my boss, I may not see him for 2 or 3 days sometimes, and nor should I need to. If I'm doing my job correctly, there should be no reason for me to see him and no reason for him to come to my office unless he needs to tell me something. Why? Oh, Cyan, you got out of bed. Okay. We'll deal with your ranged weapon issue at some point. Dave is at an un-Dave closed location. I see what you did there. I will tolerate work until I get my hands on a winning lottery ticket. Yeah, Mrs. Dave and I don't really do that. We were actually just talking about that the other day, that neither of us are gamblers, because if we're going to give money away, we want something in return. We want a physical thing of some sort of reward, I guess, for giving money away. Because gambling is basically just, here's my dollar, we'll have it, or whatever. A special deal, we probably won't do that either, so go away now. But, that's why we're not really into gambling, because it's just like, we just gave away $1. We have nothing in return for that. Maybe a piece of paper with some numbers on it, but really nothing in return. So if I'm gonna blow $1, I'm gonna go. I mean, you can't actually buy a candy bar for $1 anymore, but theoretically, I would go buy a candy bar. It's equally as bad in the long run, but at least I got a thing for it. My boss always uses me as an example. Darn right he should, Mel. Darn right. Ignores me and loves it because that means my job is being done right. Mel, your boss should be sending you Christmas presents. Thermal soap. What a McDonald's tea? I have no idea what that means. Please explain. What about a McDonald's tea? Are we talking about McDonald's tea? Because I was talking about Mel, who is shattering, again, the Disco Blinky like glass ceiling. You darn right you're doing your job right. For $1. McDonald's tea for $1. Okay, I got it. All right. Oh, yeah, so like the dollar menu at McDonald's. Okay, right, yeah, so I might get a $1 burger. Because at least I got something for it. I didn't just effectively throw my dollar out the window. Or actually not even throw it out the window. Give it to somebody else. Somebody got that dollar. I didn't actually destroy it. I just handed it to somebody else for no reason. So I'd buy that for $1. Ooh, original RoboCop. Well done, Vosseros. So yeah, I would rather go get a $1 burger at McDonald's and eat it. At least I feel I got something for it. All sorts of things are going on in-game in RimWorld. I should probably deal with them, but we'll deal with them next time. I'm throwing this in pause mode. All right, I'm gonna. Oh wow, it is 2 hours goes by really quickly when you're me. Sometimes, Mel, work on the video thing. Everyone else, go about your business. Mel, do not accept a newspaper. We're gonna come back next week. No. And you're going to say, I did not accept the newspaper. I made them go for the video. You newspaper, please. And if you have a problem, I just have HR get on the phone to me. And I will, they can email me or something. I think somewhere you can find an email for wee hours. It's around here somewhere. But you don't settle for that, Mel. Don't settle for that. But guys, I'm going to check out here. I have to go get ready for tacos. Mrs. Dave will be home soon, and then we go get tacos. And actually, now that I say that, you probably will never hear from me again because I will have self-destructed into goo after killing an international world leader. I'm very curious to know what the trigger word will be. And it's so obviously a word I've never heard before, so I'll be curious to know what it is. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna check out. I'm gonna go take a shower and get ready for tacos. Thank you guys so much. I know I say it, but I look forward to this so much every week. I really do. This is apart from spending time with Mrs. Dave, this is the highlight of my week. I love doing this. I love hanging out with you guys, and whatever nonsense it is that we do around here, I'm just glad we do it. And thank you guys for giving me your time. I deeply respect that. I will see you guys later. Thank you so much. Goodbye, and good